Ah, therein lies the delicious irony of the Bitterballen, a culinary jest wrapped in a crunchy breadcrumb coating. This quintessentially Dutch snack, celebrated for its comforting warmth and rich flavours, carries with it a punchline that mirrors the very essence of the term, going Dutch. Despite its meaty reputation, the Bitterballen often contains less meat than one might expect, a nod perhaps to the pragmatic Dutch approach to cooking and dining. The twist in the tale of the Bitterballen is emblematic of a culture that values simplicity, efficiency, and a certain frugality. Not in the sense of cheapness, but rather in making the most of what is available. It's a testament to the Dutch knack for creating something deeply satisfying and communal out of modest means. The Bitterballen, in all of its meat-sparse glory, becomes not just a snack, but a symbol of the Dutch ability to blend practicality with pleasure, ensuring that every bite, no matter how small the meat content, is savoured and shared. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of oil to get the ball rolling. Well, actually, there's going to be quite a lot of balls, so just get some oil in there and get your mince in there. And it's very important, I keep on repeating myself, it's not just getting this to change colour, you actually want to get brown on it. See the brown? That's called the Maillard, that's the meat flavour. Because I'm doing a kilo of mince, I'm doing it in batches, so I'm just taking the first 500 grams and putting it into a pot for safekeeping. Now I've got 250 grams of unsalted butter, drop it into your hot pan, it will bubble furiously. Move it around so it doesn't burn. As you can see now, I'm adding in a lot of flour, because I'm essentially making a roux. This is like the white sauce you do inside a lasagna. Now I'm adding in the beef stock. Quantities are in the description, I'm probably on a website somewhere. Don't know where, don't care. And now is a very good time to add in a beef stock cube. Get a bit of parsley in there. There's the rest of the onion, I think. Maybe a bit of flour, who knows. Give it a good stir. Ah, there's the yellow onion. I nearly forgot about that. Another tip is to use minced beef. A lot of Dutch people will use stewing steak, but it's a lot of hard work in making that into small pieces. So stick with the mince from your supermarket. Get your salt in. Get your nutmeg in. Get your freshly ground black pepper in there. Tip for success. It is really important that you chill this mixture before you try to turn it into balls. You can leave it outside in the garden if it's freezing cold, or you can put it in your fridge. Set up your dredging station properly. Flour on the left, egg white in the middle, or yellow yolk, and then your panko breadcrumbs on the right hand side. You can see I have the tray that they're going to be put on closer to me. That's a bad idea. Have the 3 white bowls really close to you. It'll involve a lot less stretching, and it's a lot easier to do this kind of work for 40-50 minutes if it's right underneath you. Forgot to add, I was told that my balls were unfeasibly large, and here's the tip. Make these things the same size as a golf ball, okay? We're not looking for baseballs here, we're looking for golf balls. Let's be honest, this ball is too big, it's not going to fit in your mouth, right? A lot of people will tell you to use or make your own breadcrumbs. Here's another tip for you. Use panko, the stuff from the supermarket. It's far superior. When making these, especially if you're making a large quantity, another tip is to ask somebody to give you a helping hand. You'll have a wonderful conversation with them, and the making of them will pass by twice as quick. One person scoops, another rolls, another breads. You'll have it done in no time. Here's another tip. These balls can be frozen, fried or unfried. Put them on a baking sheet and then put them into a bag. I'll give you another tip. Use a thermometer. Forget about sticking the handle of some sort of implement in the oil to see if it bubbles. Get an instant read laser thermometer or an old-fashioned one. The oil has to be at 180, 190, because as soon as you drop these bad boys in, they will cool the oil. The last one doesn't know how to swim and he didn't want to go into the oil. That's attractive. Cyst-like consistency. Okay. David, I know I'm control.
It's a bit more flour ball than Dutch ball. Wait, what? Than meatball. But
It's more flour ball than a meatball, isn't it? Yeah. But to be honest with you,
the flavour reminds me of
it's not too bad.
some Latvian cuisine. Let me just grab me another one.
I think it's supposed to just hold in your hand, not put them in half.
Yeah, well, there you go. A prettier cut, thank you.
Because there's a drawback with cutting them in half.
You didn't cut it a second ago. You just kind of smushed it.
You do it inside. Is this what beetles are like at the time?
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, it's not. It was not appetizing looking.
Where's some salt? This salt.
How did you get salt everywhere? I look away, I look back, and there's salt everywhere.
I could give you some ketchup now, or mayonnaise, or Dijon mustard.
Ketchup.
Ketchup. Oh, I've got stoves of barbecue sauce.
A little bit.
That's a little bit.
No, it ain't. That's a little bit.
A little bit of Stubbs.
That up.
Here's another tip for you. Bitterbal and it best served with a medium or hot mustard. Although you can use ketchup and other stuff like barbecue sauce if you really want to. You do you, bro. They're your balls.
The witching hour.
Bit of ketchup, not bad.
I'm gonna eat another half of one, and so are you.
How much do you want now? Do I cook the rest of these now?
No.
Do it in the morning.
Morning, they have to be freshly done. It's otherwise it's just gonna be a soggy inside with a soggy outside.
Oh shit, the fridge. I'll do that. I'll put it into the work containers and stuff.
I pray for you.
Yeah, split that one, are we?
No, I'm not having that one.
Why am I?
Oh,
Good.
that's also yours.
Okay. They are quite Polish. I eat a few of these, but that's what they're famous for. Swiss social gatherings, little kind of soirees and get
Swiss?
Not Swiss, sorry, Dutch. This is called Bitterbal. I think you quite like it. It's a bit too floury, isn't it? But
It's too liquid. It's good, but it's like not my thing.
it's not firm enough. Barbecue sauce. Oh yeah.
But I like it.
Wow.
I have a special sentimental connection with it because I made half of them. Oh my god, I don't have braces anymore.
It's amazing, isn't it? All those years.
I keep on trying to get stuff out of my braces, but there's nothing there at all.
Okay, so.
And I spent almost the entire day just licking my own teeth.
Grab some of those lids. Just.